Hi, what is up, my uncles? Back with another Draft League video. Today we're in week 3 of the Den Draft League, and today we're up versus Soul and the Versailles Volcanions, and this man seems looking mighty scary. I mean, most of the teams are looking kind of scary, because, I think everything is scary, but I see this big odds Volcanion, so we're gonna have to prep heavily for that. Volcanion is like one of the most broken Pokemon to prep against. This is like one of these mods, like, you're gonna over prep for it. He doesn't even have to bring it, but then, like, the opponent team is automatically worse, because you're over prepping for Volcanion this much. Then he also has the core of Seismitoad plus Manta, which is super nasty because Seismitoad is, it's both water types, right? So he can bring both as a bulky water, but then Seismitoad is not weak to electric and Manta is not weak to grass, so you don't know what to bring. And yeah, it'll either force you to run double coverage, and you can't run two hidden powers at once, obviously, so you're just gonna have to guess, or just gonna have to assume what he's gonna bring, or just run like Toxic for both at the same time, I guess. So the next Pokemon on the list right here is Crocodile. I haven't even talked about Ferrothorn, but it's gonna just force me to run a whole lot of HP fires because that mon's like fat as shit and don't want it spiking up on my entire team. But I don't think he is gonna bring it, but he might though. It's not looking too good versus my team, to be honest. Then we got Crookington's big Crocodile. Crocodile can Pursuit Trap some of my mods. Crocodile's, like, as a whole, Crocodile's not, it's kind of a threat, but things like Tangrowth and Clefable can kind of stop it if they are FIDF. So then we got Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is the second hazard removal form of hazard removal on the team, but it is one that just loses this to Rock's Clef, which is nice. So if he brings it, it can't really spin all too well. Then we got Steelix. Steelix is also kind of fine to deal with. Mega Deontay is a huge problem. That mon's always a huge problem, but if I just run AV Tank, we're fine. Lottie is also, it's a Lottie. They're really good. Then Jolteon is also, there's an Excadrill, a Tangrowth, a Dragology. Like, my entire team beat Jolteon, that's fine. And then we got Braviary. Braviary is also quite cool, and if I bring a FIDF Electros, I can stop that. But let's just get right into the team. First off, we got Mega Lopunny here, because Mega Lopunny, Mega Lopunny destroys every single team ever made. If you're in a draft Mega Lopunny, please, you will win. This is like the best Pokemon ever created. So I'm running Return Drain Punch. The reason I'm running Drain Punch over High Jump Kick, because I don't think I really need the damage, and I like the recovery versus shit like Crocodile if it just wants to like EQ me. But most importantly, I need to like not die if something uses Protect. But most importantly, if the Ferrothorn uses Protect, since if he uses Ferrothorn, I can really see him bringing Protect Lefty's Ferrothorn just to get like Leechy, just to get like some extra health back and everything. But also just to sort of counter the Lopunny. And then we got Dual Priority and Fake Out and Quick Attack to have the first countermeasure to Volcarona. Because if I don't get burned, Fake Out and a Quick Attack does like 70 to Volcarona, which is cool. But Flame Body's a bitch, like always. So overall, oh yeah, this is also super cool. This is kind of interesting, right? So normally you would be like, oh yeah, Mega Lopunny outspeeds the entire team if I'm Jolly. I'm just gonna run Jolly. I can't run Adamant because then Jolteon outspeeds me. But I still ran Adamant because I think the damage is like super nice. And I thought he wouldn't bring Jolteon because my entire fucking team beats Jolteon. Like Excadrill beats it. Gigalith switches into it quite well. Tangrowth has regen, so it's never gonna take any damage from Jolteon. Dragology is never gonna take any damage. Like, it's gonna do 5, and Electros is never gonna take any damage either. And it doesn't even get momentum on Excadrill. It just can't really touch it if it's some defensive Excadrill. So I don't think he's gonna bring it. So that's why I brought Adamant Lopunny. It's kind of like a guess, but it's an educated guess. Like, I don't think he's bringing Jolteon. But yeah, if this goes wrong and I end up losing to Jolteon outspeeding me, that would surely suck. So the next Pokemon on my team is Shelly. Now this is the... I didn't have these EVs when I played, right? Did I? Oh my lord. Did I have these EVs when I played? No, I double checked them. I know I had these EVs in some. I knew I had them like spread out in defense and Spadev. Yeah, I know. I always double check the EVs. I know that the EVs were there. I don't know why they're not there. Are they here on the rest of my mods? Yeah, they're here on the rest of my mods. Okay, but they're not on here on Shelly. Okay, so let's just go for this. Something like this. It's like mixed def. That's the only thing I know. It was more towards Fizz def for sure, but I wanted to like. I calced something with Mega Deontay, Moonblast, and Latias Draco. So yeah, it definitely had like some Spadef, like this Spadef, and then the rest in Fidef with a bold nature. But for some reason, it's all gone right now, so I don't know why. But I have Scald, Ice Beam, and Toxic. So Scald is just to hit everything, and then basically the set can't touch Ferrothorn for shit. I shout out to my boy Count Riario helping me out a bit. I mean, I don't know if I can say that, but I know of like 5 coaches who just get help and like every single week. So I don't know. I can say that I was just talking about my team in call, and Kamiera suggested this because I was originally going with some heat like flamethrower, grass knot, zap cannon, expert bell, slowbro or something like offensive slowbro, just that heat on my opponent. But this turns out to be the better option with Colberry for the Crocodile, so he can't really do too much to me, and he can't pursue me, which is the big one. Now, I could have also ran some other item like leftovers, but I think Colbert is super nice because I'm definitely expecting Crocodile to come. And Crocodile, although I do have Clef plus Tangrowth, I mean, it can still be kind of an issue, and it's super nice to not get pursued with Slowbro when Slowbro walls like the entirety of the opponent's team. Then we got Ice Beam just to have a super effective attack versus Lottie, and that's it. It just hits the Lottie. I mean, it hits Braviary for super effective damage, but I'd rather Scald Burn that. I guess I can hit Seismitoad for a bit of damage, and not give him Water Absorb, I guess, but it's not really useful for anything outside of the Lottie, but I just want to hit the Lottie outside of Toxic. And then I just Toxic everything that I can't touch, like the Mantine, I Toxic the Seismitoad. I could Toxic the Jolteon upon switching or something, but I'd rather just Scald it, but I don't know. Slowbro basically walls the entirety of my opponent's team to a certain extent. Obviously, it doesn't do shit to Ferrothorn, which sucks, but the rest of my team already kind of beats Ferrothorn, especially Adam and Drain Punch, Lopunny, and some of the other mods that I have in the back, so sorry, I just fucked this up a bit, but yes, Shelly is definitely gonna. Okay, I pronounced Shelly's name as Chelly for some reason, but yeah, Shelly's definitely gonna go in with that Toxic just being a fat wall. Then we got the other half of the regen core. We got the Gungle Jungle. So we got the Gungle Jungle on deck here. Nice AV Gungle Jungle with the same spread as last week. With that plus defense nature with that max def, so we can still get some fizz def. This is to eat 2 Deontay Mega Diamond Storms, which is nice because this is my Mega Deontay counter with that AV on. You can just take a Deontay on for days, even if it's max attack Diamond Storm. So even if he's running some like quote unquote heat like that, he can't still can't kill Tangrowth. And some extra fizz def is always nice for shit like the Crocodile Hitmonlee. And even the Braviary, if I need to take a hit, I didn't calc that, but I might be able to take like some form of hit from a Braviary. Because Tangrowth has like 10 million defense naturally, so I have the Rock Slide on here for the Braviary, for the Volcarona, and I guess to do like a bit more damage to the Mantine, but yeah, I want to knock the Mantine first for sure. I got Knock on here, just so I can knock the Ferrothorn's lefties, Mantine's lefties. I can basically knock all these lefties, because he kind of has a lot of mons that could have lefties like Ferrothorn, Mantine. He might have like Latios with an item, I can knock that shit off as well. My Steelix, I can knock that off. I have HP Fire on here for the Ferrothorn, obviously. And that's basically the entire moveset. Just Giga Drain for some stab, because I need that, because he has a big, fat, nice, juicy Toad right there. Ooh, I really wish I had Toad. That's like a Gungamon I really want. Like, Toad plus some other, plus like Pex or something. That sounds disgusting. See, that's the shit I like. Then we got Molester here up next. So this is our Rocker and our Spinner in the same slot. Now, I don't know really why it's grounding him. I just, like, needed to give it an item, and I didn't have a Z-move yet. So I was like, might as well just make it a nuke, I guess. So we got rocks on deck, because rocks are super important. This is my first rocker, by the way, because Volcarona is an issue, even though I have like fake out into quick attack, which could be nice. And I have some mons like Pearl can take 1 hit unless it's Psyche MZ, which is cool. But yeah, Pearl's gonna get chipped away at. And again, like the fake out into quick attack, but Flame Body can be a bitch, so I need to keep out these rocks for sure, so I can kill with fake out into quick attack even if he burns me. So this is my first rocker. It's also my spinner if he like starts to hazard stack me. Originally I didn't really want spin, but I didn't really have another option to be honest. Like, I don't really need something else outside of Groundium, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. That kind of covers his entire team. I mean, it can hit shit like Toad and Ferrothorn. It can just hit that shit with a nuke. Same with Crocodile. That's super cool, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really like, I don't know. I really didn't know what to put here. I kind of like half-assed this set, and did I seriously just do this? Oh, this is okay. I double checked the EVs, but I for some reason did not. Okay, so basically how I build is I put in the mons, then I put in the sets, then I put in the mons and I put like the kind of EVs I want. So I accidentally ran max speed. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just a bit of bulk, but it's still like, it still feels like a huge noob ass mistake. Or actually, wait, what? This is not true, by the way. I don't know why it's like this. Okay, I'm making some like huge mistakes. Because I wanted to make it look good, and for some reason I thought it had that speed. Oh yeah, but okay, now I know why it's like this, because there's a Hitmonlee. Okay, so sorry for this, because like it didn't matter. Otherwise, I would have given myself like 2 more HP or something. It didn't really matter, to be honest. So I just went with Max Jolly, Okay, so okay, I thought I had downs, but I did have downs, but in another way, because I wanted to make it look good. I wanted to like have the Z stand out here, instead of just have it like hidden under here. But then I like had to remove the speed side and add it back on. But for some reason, I just fucked up the speed side. I don't know. I just have AIDS. Now it's taking a bit too long, so I'm gonna have to like speed the shit up. Now I got Sugarberry Geology here. This is nice Sugarberry for both the Steelix and the Crocodile and any other Pokemon with some Earthquake on deck, like the Hitmonlee or something. Could always be nice. The move's kind of like HP Fire for the Ferrothorn. Scald is on here because I didn't really know what to put here. But Scald can be nice for the Steelix to just to spread burns, but it's mostly for the Steelix to do some extra damage because this shit can 1v1 Steelix pretty easily. I just put some random speed to make sure I didn't get speed creeped by like offensive Steelix, because that would like if you were to run some heat like that, it would definitely try to creep me. And I still need the shit to be able to outspeed Steelix and hit it with the Scald, and then just dual stab. This super investment allows me to take out like his entire team after rocks. Like Crocodile drops to 1 Draco, Deontay has a big chance to drop to 1 Sludge Wave after rocks. Latias obviously drops to Draco. Jolteon has a big chance to drop to 1 Draco after rocks, because that boy actually has some Spadef. Braviary drops to a Draco. Like, his entire team just goes down. I can just spam Dracos and Sludge Waves. And that's super cool about Dracology. That's why I drafted it, because it's just like a mon that spams. So, the last Pokemon on the team is Clefable. Now, I wanted Clefable, but I needed a way to make sure that Volcarona isn't set up on my dick. So I just added Encore. Now, I could have added like HP Rock or something, but that wouldn't do shit. And if he's like Roost QD, I still don't beat it 1v1, and I could have still gotten molested right there. So I just went for Encore to hit it on the Quiver Dance and just Stealth Rock. So I I wanted this because it keeps up Stealth Rock versus a lot of his team members. It kind of deals with Deontay 1v1. It beats Hitmonlee for sure. It beats Latias for sure. It doesn't really beat Braviary. But I don't think he's gonna be running D5 Braviary, and it beats Mantine due to Encore, which is also something I like, because you can just Encore Mantine into Defog and then switch in Geology for free, or switch to something else for free, or just keep spamming rocks, and then get like spam rocks 10 times and then 10 times, spam rocks 3 times, and then like Encore again. I don't know. It can like work pretty cool, because like basically you can make sure you get the free switch and make sure the opponent can't predict anything. But yeah, I've been rambling on for way too long. Let's just get right into the battle before you guys like hit that easy X button on the video and fall asleep. So in with the skin into the battle. We see no Jolteon, which means that my Adamant Lopunny was a good bring. So that's super cool that we can see that. Also, we see that his entire team is basically molested by Clefable. Because like Volcarona can't even set up on me. So he's like monolustic Clefable, which is something I do like to see. Like 3 of his Pokemon are weak. Mantine gets a 1v1. Deontay gets chipped and Volcarona gets chipped. And like you can just keep rocks up. So this is looking like a nice match for Luna right here. So let's just play the battle. As he leads off with that Crocodile, I just lead off with Lopunny because it actually destroys. Let's lead off with it. He goes hard into Mantine. Didn't want to fake out. I just wanted to go hard into Tangrowth. Because I just expected the switch. Then I go hard into Geology on the Toxic, which works out fine. And now here I go for the Sludge Wave. It does around 50 to Lottie, which is super nice. And he doubles into Crocodile here, trying to catch the... this is something I didn't understand, by the way. I guess he was trying to catch a Slowbro, and I get that, but since I'm Colbert, it wouldn't have worked anyway. But he tried to catch a Slowbro switching on the Lottie, I guess. But yeah, Clef was my all-around best play to get these rocks up. So Leftovers getting knocked off, that sucks. Him getting a bit of chip, that sucks too. But he goes hard into Mantine, as I can Moonblast. And now he doubles to Deontay, but I was just trying to Moonblast again. Basically, I was trying to Moonblast again, so then he defogs, and I can just spam Moonblast. So yeah, I kind of explained it wrong, but if I can lock him into defog, I can just spam Moonblast and force him out, and eventually just keep my rocks up. Yeah, I kind of explained it wrong with the like team building thing. But yeah, I chip away at the Deontay, which is super cool. I go into the Gungle Jungle. He gets a Diamond okay, I got like a voice cracker there, but he gets a Diamond Storm crit. As he switches in his Volcarona, and takes rocks plus some Giga Drain chip, which puts him in range of a next round of rocks. That's super nice to see. As I switch in my Geology and take, well, like hello, I take 85 from Specs Volcarona, so he's not QD at all. This man is hard Specs, so I can just switch into my Slowbro, knowing full well that Specs, and that shit even takes 30. So it goes on Lottie as I just fire off an Ice Beam. That's the best neutral hit. I kind of expected the Latias to come out to potentially defog if he had it on that. So it goes into Mantine here, as this is my freest chance to get off my Toxic and just wear down Mantine. Because now I can just go into my Clefable. At least this is what I thought. Now I can just go into my Clefable and keep my rocks up versus Mantine now that's poisoned. But he makes a really good doubles into Volcarona. As I go into Geology here, And here I predicted the switch, because like switching into Slowbro is super obvious right here. So I predicted the switch into like Crocodile or something, which like Slowbro actually just goes in on his team, like Slowbro plus Tangrove. So like I don't know, that was not really the play. I should have just gone Slowbro. Even if he goes Crook, I'm still Colbur, so I could just Scald right there, or even just switch out. So I don't know, I don't really agree with that play that I made right there. So I think I just Scald here. No, I was been predicting Mantine. I didn't want to get that shit Water Absorb. Okay, nice goat maneuver. Here I can just switch in my Clefable and try to maintain rocks as he roosts up. So there's no point in really encoring right now. Like, he's going to switch into Volk anyway. As I Moonblast instead of rocks, and I get a crit, which is nice, and it's nice and lucky. This is a play I don't agree with myself, but I kind of like half anticipated him to go into Deontay, because that would have been like a power play. But yeah, he didn't. He switched in with Volcarona, so time to sack another Mon. I switched in Excadrill predicting the Bug Buzz, but unfortunately that shit gets blown away with Fire Blast. So Molester, I'm sorry, did not get to put in any work. But yeah, he goes into Deontay, dies to Lopunny, best Mon in the game. I mean, I got a crit, but it didn't really matter. 2K him anyway. Goes into Hitmonlee. I'm obviously scared of like the Fake Out plus Unburden, or I'm scared of the Scarf or something. So I should switch in Shelly, which basically claims one here. He double HJK's predicting to double, and this is the best part. I almost doubled on the Mantine, so if like doubled into Lopunny. So if that happened, he would have like absolutely obliterated me. But I just stayed in and got the lucky burn, which does suck for my opponent. So he goes into Mantine trying to predict another Scald as I just get nice and healthy, because didn't want to lose a Pokemon right there, or at least like give him a free switch into Volcarona. So I go into Clefable on the poison. I don't really know why he Toxicked. I mean, it covered me staying in, but there's no way I would ever stay in right there. So he roosts up as I get up my rocks, and these rocks are, I mean, these rocks are here to stay unless he sacks off Mantine. So he's basically just gonna sack off Mantine. I encore him in a defog right there, and he's just gonna die. He's just gonna die slowly. It's quite sad. So rest in peace, my boy Mantine. Look at him dying slowly. This is really sad. Look at the life just flashing away from Mantine's eyes as he dies from his illness. Oh my lord, this makes me sad. So I just go into Lopunny here because I know the defog's coming out. There's no way, I stay in with Clef and give his Volcarona a free switch in. So I just go into the threat as he goes into Crookington's. If I can just Drain Punch this, even if it's Scarf, I eat this with ease because Lopunny's actually pretty bulky. This is what some people don't know. Lopunny's actually fat as shit. So here I miscalc and I just put in the calculator because like at this point it's like highly unlikely that I'll lose. So I didn't really pay attention, to be honest, and I put in the calculator, I put in Lopunny, and then I had to change it to Adamant. But instead of clicking Adamant, me with my dumbass, I hit +1 in attack, so I thought that Quick Attack killed. So that was a nice miscalc on my end, but I killed the Crocodile with Quick Attack. Now he's just gonna go into Hitmonlee, and either Fake Out or Unburden, or Scarf is gonna kill me. He reveals the Fake Out plus Unburden as I switch my Shelly in. I get a free kill with Scald here, and then yeah, then the Lopunny then the Volcarona comes in, and it's still 50-50 if he gets another kill for differential. Because Volcarona can't sweep me, because I always have the Lopunny in the back. Because he can't boost up, he specs, so he gets one kill max, and I revenge kill him with Lopunny. So I go into Clefable predicting the Bug Buzz like an absolute fucking Dawn Father, and I get it right. And here I keep roosting, risking the Spidef drop, or soft boiling, I'm sorry. Keep soft boiling, risking the Spidef drop because I'm dumb. Because for some reason, I didn't think this would kill from that range. But Clefable's actually pretty strong, and it's not boosted or anything, so we win this week. Super nice. That's what I do like to see. So we're 2-1 at the moment. Nice bouncing back from that L that we kind of handed away, I guess. But yeah, I didn't want to go off on hacks that week. But yeah, we claimed that 4-0 victory. Sorry that Excadrill didn't put in any work. I really wanted that set to put in work. He could have definitely snatched up some kills, but he just got sacrificed to the god of Volcarona. So his Volcarona definitely putting in a lot of work versus my team. Didn't even get the show off Colbur, Slowbro. But yeah, the fat core, definitely, this is why I drafted that fat core. Look at the core of Slowbro plus Tangrowth, then look back at his team. Like, his entire team loses to Slowbro plus Tangrowth, and then he has a Volcarona. So he has to maintain the rocks to even beat this core, which is super nice. And then I just have some fodder. Like, that plus fodder every time he sends in the Volcarona was like a solid game plan. And then even Lopunny has some offensive presence. So this is why I really like this team. This battle really showing off why I like this draft. And if you like this draft too, leave a juicy sub. Easy self-promotion on my own channel. Nice.